Tonight I'm doing some testing of VoIP, specifically an Ooma device. I logged into my router and I want to show you that if I go to troubleshooting and logs, I have an easy way to determine what phone number dialing with the Ooma device, what SIP server it hits, what Ooma server it hits. So if I'm going to pick up the phone, dial a number, and then hit refresh right at the top here, we can see that it dialed this IP address. So now if we do a good old NS lookup on that, we can see it comes back as ooma.com. So that's a start. That's how we know what IP address it is. Next, the IP address it was. So it moves around a little bit. When I was working with Ooma and Cox cable television phone support and internet support, we looked at the latency here. So the IP address seems to vary when you place calls, but they all end in ooma.com. Now that first one, we can do a trace route, and it takes quite a while. This is the one I just placed a call to, and we should get results awfully similar to the test I did the other day with a slightly different IP address over at Ooma. I'll go ahead and speed things up a little bit. That once we hit that next hop, for Rhode Island from me in Connecticut is close, less than 100 miles. This next hop is hitting San Jose, SanJ. All right, so you can see just like my previous trace route that we're going all the way across the country, no matter what I do when I hit Ooma. And this email basically says that. So now the test is finished. You can see the complete route all the way across the country to their servers. We have a Ooma VoIP phone and we have a Cox phone line from a cable provider. Both are VoIP lines. We're testing the round trip time or echo test or echo back phone number that I'm going to use is right here. Now this line 1 is an Ooma phone line. How do we know? We can tell from the special dial tone. Now you can hear the echo. Sharply tapping on the phone will tell us the round trip time. Let's do that again on line 2. This is the Cox phone line. A DOCSIS 3 cube modem with 2 built-in phone ports. Less lag already, as you can tell. Okay, a little trickier to test, but let's test Google Voice on top of that Cox phone line. Now we're getting patched through via Google Voice. So if Google Voice is adding to the round trip time, we should know it, based on the results of this phone call to the echo back phone number. Now we seem to have a problem placing that call. Not sure what happened.
This is a free call.
Okay, it's taking very long to connect. Are we in? Are we in?
Are we in?
We are in.
We are in.
So adding Google Voice to the mix
Google Voice to the mix
is giving me a whole lot more lag.
a whole lot more lag.
Done with this testing now.
Done with this testing now.
Thank you for watching this video and for visiting tinkertry.com. Okay, I fired up Audacity and loaded in the audio only. Tonight I'm doing some testing, so I need to find my way to the proper place where I'm actually testing out the various phone companies' VoIP.
Ooma VoIP phone, and we have a Cox phone line. Ooma VoIP phone,
Looks like I want
and
to
we
be
sharply tapping on the phone
Tapping on the phone.
right there.
will tell us the round trip time.
The round trip time.
Okay, that looks promising. Now let's zoom in. Sorry, I don't use Audacity very often. Zoom in more.
Let's do that again on line 2.
Okay, so I got to be careful. I make sure I measure the right thing. Okay, so it's the different. Yet the second one's always quieter. So we want to measure the distance from there to there, from one peak to the next. And the distance is, no idea. Sorry. Come on, I'll figure this out. Looking for some visual indication of how long that is. Please tell me. Selection start, selection end. Okay, guess we need our milliseconds showing. So 45.5 is the answer. So let's get out Excel here and say equals 46.389 minus 45.581, and that's Ooma. All right, so that's our little tracking. So let's measure that. Control plus a little more. Let's get it as accurate as we can here. Okay, so now we're talking 9.208 equals 9.208 minus 8.762. Okay, next. Let's play that. Yep, that sounds like an echo. And now measure. And get our Excel spreadsheet out. 11, let's see, equals 11.901 minus 10.846. Wow, second. So yeah, picking up the phone and dialing with the VoIP on the cable modem gives us by far the least lag or round trip time. Talking about Audacity here, showing the delay. So here's a person that gets half a second even when they're physically close. Okay, that's a wrap for looking at Ooma Telo from Connecticut to California not being an ideal experience. I seem to have increased delay versus what others report. This is admittedly 3.5 years ago or almost. And still, even when I hook up my Ooma Telo straight to, that's interesting, you want to hook up my Ooma Telo straight to my cable modem, the experience is similar. It's always quite long. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this video helpful. And thank you for visiting tinkertry.com.